Hello students, my name is Professor Muhammad Asim and we are doing AdMath. AdMath for IGCSE students which have syllabus code 0606 and for CIEO level students which have syllabus code 4037. So both kind of students can get equal benefit from this course. Students, in last lecture we finished chapter number 11. Name was series. Today we are going to start a very important chapter, not only for examination point of view but also important for your future, like if you do engineering in future, or if you do some if you get some want to get some degree in commerce or in any other field, you will see the concept of this chapter. The name of this chapter is chapter number 12, differentiation 1, because there are two chapter of differentiation. One is chapter number 12 which we are going to start, and the second is chapter number 14 called differentiation 2. So what is differentiation? I will not go in detail but just tell you that it is called the gradient of a tangent to the curve at a point. That's it. Derivative or differentiation is the gradient of a tangent to the curve at a point. You are very you are aware of the formula of gradient of a straight line, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now the formula of gradient of a tangent to the curve, this gradient represent is dy by dx. Dy upon dx is more suitable word is dy by dx. So it is called the derivative. It is called the derivative. So in exercise 12.1 we will learn that how to find a derivative of a simple function. Let's start question number 1, exercise 12.1. These are the concepts I am not covering, because without these concepts we are able to do the whole chapter number 12. And when you will in A level, you will see more concept of differentiation and you will see the geometrical representation of derivative as well. But for this stage it is not necessary. The simple formula of derivative dy by dx is suppose that we have a function x to the power n, then dy by dx of x to the power n is n x n minus 1, means write power first and subtract 1 from the given power. Subtract always 1. Okay. See question number 1 part A. Differentiate with respect to x. Part A. x4. What I told you? Just write power first. In this case power is 4. subtract 1 from the power. So 4x cube is the answer. Very easy, isn't it? Part B, x power 9. Power right first, subtract 1 from the power. 9x, 9 minus 1 is 8. So 9x 8 is the final answer. Hope you understand. Part C, x minus 3. Write power first and subtract 1 from the power. Minus 3x. Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. This is our final answer. Move to part D. Part D is x minus 6. Write power first. Subtract minus 1 minus 6x. Minus 6 minus 1 is minus 7, and minus 6x to the power minus 7 is our answer. Move to part D. Part E. 1 upon x. We cannot find the derivative. We cannot differentiate a function which is in denominator. So first convert this denominator into numerator. It is x to the power minus 1. Then power right first, minus 1, subtract minus 1 from the power. So minus x minus 1 is minus 2. This is our answer. Part F, 1 over x to the power 5. So same strategy we will use. First convert this denominator into numerator. X to the power minus 5. Write power first. Then subtract 1 from the power. So the answer is minus 5 x to the power minus 6. This is our final answer. Move to part G. Part G is square root of x. What is the derivative? The value of square root is half, 1 upon 2. Apply the concept. Power right first. Subtract 1 from the given power. So 1 upon 2x. 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 1 upon 2 is our final answer. Part H, x to the power 5 and square root. Again the value of square root is 1 upon 2. Power to the power is always multiply. 5 into 1 upon 2 is 5 upon 2. Write power first. Subtract 1 from the power. 5 upon 2. 5 upon 2 minus 1 is 2 ones are 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 upon 2. So the final answer of part H is 5 upon 2 x to the power 3 upon 2. Move to part I. X to the power minus 1 upon 5. Write power first. Subtract 1 from the power. 5 ones are 5. 5 plus 1 is minus 6 upon 5. Final answer is minus 1 upon 5 x to the power minus 6 upon 5. Part J. X to the power 1 upon 3. Write power first. Subtract 1 from the power. 3 ones are 3. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2 upon 3. So part J answer is 1 upon 3 x to the power minus 2 upon 3. Move to part K. Part K is cube root of x square. So cube root means 1 upon 3. Power to the power is multiply x to the power 2 upon 3. Power right first, subtract 1 from the power. 3 ones are 3, minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 upon 3. So part K answer is 2 upon 3 x to the power minus 1 upon 3. Part L, 1 upon x square root. Again, this is the denominator, so we should convert into numerator. So x to the power half becomes x to the power minus half. Then power right first, subtract 1 from the power. Student, always subtract 1 from the power. So minus 1 upon 2. Minus 2 ones are 2, minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2. So this is answer part L. M, x. Student, the derivative of x is always 1. But why? Because this is the power 1. So if you write power first, 1, x to the power, always subtract 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Something to the power 0 is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. That is why the derivative of x is always 1. You must memorize this. The derivative of x is 1. Come to the part n. X to the power 3 upon 2. So write power first, subtract 1. 3 upon 2. 2 ones are 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So the answer of part n is 3 upon 2 x to the power 1 upon 2. Move to part O. Part O is x to the power 5 cube root. So cube root means 1 upon 3. Power to the power is multiply. 5 ones are 5. 5 upon 3. Power right first. 5 upon 3 minus 1. 3 ones are 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 upon 3. So the final answer is 5 upon 3 x to the power 2 upon 3. Move to part P. X square multiplied by x4. Student, whenever two functions are multiplied, so we will find the derivative after multiplication. So x2 multiplied by x4 is 2 plus 4 is 6. Now find the derivative. Power right first, subtract 1. 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. This is the answer. So 6x5 is the final answer. Come to part Q. X square into x. So it is x to the power 2. 2 plus 1. x3. Power right first 3. Subtract 1. So, sorry. 3 minus 1. So 3x square is the final answer of part Q. Move to part R. x4 upon x2. Again, this is not a single function. So first we simplify and then we will find the derivative. The same strategy we will use just like in part P and part Q. So this is power 2. This should be shifted in the numerator. So 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So write power first. Subtract 1 from the power. 2 minus 1 is 1. So answer is 2x. So answer of power of part R is 2x. S part, x upon root x. Root means half, and the power of x is 1. Shift this 1 upon 2 into numerator. So 1 minus 1 upon 2. 1 minus 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 2. Write power first. Subtract 1 from the power. 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. The final answer of part S is 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 1 upon 2. Now move to last part T. Part T is x multiplied by root x upon x cube. This is x power 1 multiplied by root means 1 upon 2 upon x power 3. So this is not the single function. First we multiply, adding power 1 plus 1 upon 2 upon x cube. 1 plus 1 upon 2 is 3 upon 2 upon x cube. X power 3 upon 2 minus 3. 2 3 is a 6, and minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3 upon 2. So sorry, yes, minus 3 upon 2. And now find the derivative. Again, so after simplification the answer is x power minus 3 upon 2. The derivative is write power first and subtract 1 from the power. Minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5 upon 2. This is our final answer. Minus 3 upon 2 x to the power minus 5 upon 2. So hope you enjoy the question number 1, whole question number 1 from part A to part T. So there are 20 parts in this question. Move to question number 2. Now you have learned how to find the derivative. For example, x5. So the derivative of x5 is write power first and then subtract 1 from the power. So 5x4. Now I will do question number 2 and I will not show this step. For example, x power 7. The direct answer of x power 7 is 7x6. Write power first, subtract 1. 7 minus 1 obviously is 6. So I will not show this step, this one. Okay? And this step is not necessary. So question number 2 part A. Find the derivative, or you can say differentiate 2x cube minus 5x plus 4. So 2 3s are 6, 6, 3 minus 2 minus 5x, x derivative is 1. And the derivative of constant number is always 0. Constant means without x. So the final answer is 6x square minus 5. Hope you understand. Move to part B. 8x5 minus 3x square minus 2. 8 5s are 40, x4, 3 2s are 6, x, and 2 derivative is 0, so not necessary to write 0. So 40x4 minus 6x is the final answer. Part C. 7 minus 2x cube plus 4x. Derivative of 7 is 0 because constant derivative is 0. 2x cube 2 3 is 6. X square plus 4x derivative is 4. So final answer is minus 6x square plus 4. This is our final answer. This is the answer of part C. Move to part D. 3x square plus 2 upon x minus 1 upon x square. So first write all terms in terms of numerator. So this upon x becomes x minus 1 and this upon x square becomes x minus 2. Now find the derivative. 3 to the 6 x, 2 1s are minus 2, x minus 1 is minus 2, minus minus plus 2, x minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. So 6x minus 2, x minus 2 plus 2x minus 3 is the final answer of part D. Okay, move to part E, sorry. Part E is 2x minus 1 upon x minus 1 upon root x. So first write all the terms which are denominator becomes numerator. 1 upon x becomes x minus 1 and 1 upon root x becomes x minus 1 upon 2 because the value of square root is 1 upon 2. So 2x derivative of x is 2. Answer is 2 minus, sorry, derivative of x is 1, 2 1s are 2, minus minus plus, x minus 1 is minus 2, minus minus plus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2. This is the final answer of part E. 2 plus x to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 3 upon 2. Answer. Part F. X plus 5 upon root x. Simplify it first. Write this root x is divided by each and every term. Then x to the power 1 upon root means x to the power half plus 5 x to the power half. This 1 upon 2 should subtract from 1 because I am simplifying it. And this x power 1 upon 2 becomes the numerator x power minus 1 upon 2. 1 minus 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 2 plus 5 into x minus 1 upon 2. Now find the derivative. Power 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. 5 into minus 1 upon 2 is 5 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2. The final answer of part F is 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 1 upon 2 minus 5 upon 2 x to the power minus 3 upon 2. Move to part G. Part G is x square minus 3 upon x. First write x square upon x minus 3 upon x. So x cancel by its square. So x cancel by its square, that is x minus 3x becomes the numerator minus 1. Derivative of x is 1 and minus minus plus 3. X minus 1 is minus 2. So the final answer is 1 plus 3 part G answer. One plus 3 x to the power minus 2. This is our final answer. Part H. 5x square minus root x upon x. Again 5x square upon x minus root means 1 upon 2 upon x. Square cancel by x, 5x. 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. I simplified directly. Derivative of 5x is 5 and minus 1 upon 2 power right first. Minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2. I hope you are getting points. 5 plus 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 3 upon 2. So you must learn this direct method of derivative. Move to part I. X square minus x minus 1 upon root x. So x square root x means 1 upon 2 minus x root x means 1 upon 2 minus 1 x root means 1 upon 2. So x 2 minus 1 upon 2 is 2 to the 4, 4 minus 1 is 3 upon 2, direct, minus x power 1, 1 minus 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 2, and this x 1 upon 2 directly move to over here, so it is minus x to the power 1 upon 2. Minus x power 1 upon 2 minus x power 1 upon 2 is minus 2x power 1 upon 2. Now find the derivative. Power 3 upon 2 x. 3 upon 2 minus 1 is 1 upon 2. Minus 2 into 1 upon 2 is 1 x. 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. And the answer of part I is 3 upon 2 x to the power half minus 1 upon 2. No. I will check all parts again. What is the answer of part I? 3 upon 2 x to the power 1 upon 2 minus something wrong in part I. X square minus x minus 1 upon root x, x square upon x half minus x upon x half minus 1 upon x half. So 2, yes, 1 upon 2 x 1 upon 2, 1 minus 1 upon 2. Oh, sorry, the mistake is this is minus 1 upon 2, because when this power move to numerator, this becomes the minus 1 upon 2. So this is the small mistake, but mistake is always mistake. So 3 upon 2, 3 upon 2 minus 1 is 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 1 upon 2 minus minus plus 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2. So the final answer is 3 upon 2 x to the power half minus 1 upon 2 x to the power minus half plus 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 3 upon 2. 100% correct. Move to part J. 5x square into x plus 1. So first we will multiply 5x square into x is 5x cube. 5x square plus into 1 is 5x square. Now find the derivative. 5 3 the 15 x square, 5 2 the 10 x. This is our final answer. Move to part K. X to the power minus 2 into 2x minus 5. So x to the power minus 2 into 2x is 2x minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, and x to the power minus 2 into 5 is minus 5x to the power minus 2. Now find the derivative. Minus 1 multiplied by 2 is minus 2, x minus 1 is minus 2, then minus 2 into minus 5 is plus 10, and x to the power minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. The final answer of part K is minus 2x minus 2 plus 10x minus 3. Move to part L. 1 upon x into x square minus 2. 1 upon x multiply by x square minus 1 upon x multiply by 2. This x cancel by its square, it is x minus this x becomes the numerator, so it is minus 1. The derivative of x is 1, minus minus plus, 2 ones are 2, minus 1 is minus 2. This is the final answer of part L. 1 plus 2x minus 2. Move to part M. 3x plus 1 whole square. Now we have to find the derivative, but after expanding this with the help of the formula a plus b whole square. So a is 3x, b is 1, so a square means 9x square plus 2ab, 2 3 is 6x plus 1 square is 1. 9x square derivative is 18x, 6x derivative is 6, and the derivative of 1 is 0. So 18x plus 6 is the answer of part M. Come to part N. Part N is 1 minus x cube to the power square. Again, expand with the help of formula. A square is 1 minus 2ab, 2x3 plus b square, x 3 to the 6, because power to the power is always multiply. Derivative of 1 constant, it is 0, minus 2 3 is 6, x square plus 6 power first, subtract 1, 6 minus 1 is 5. So minus 6 x square plus 6 x5 is the final answer of part N. Minus 6x square plus 6x5. Move to last part, part O. Part O is 2x minus 1 multiply by 3x plus 4. So first we have to multiply both the brackets. 2x into 3x is 6x square. 2x 4 is 8x. Minus 1 into 3x is minus 3x. Minus 1 into 4 is minus 4. 6x square, 8 minus 3 is 5x minus 4. 6x square derivative, 6 to the 12x. 5x derivative is 5 and 4 derivative is 0. The final answer is 12x plus 5. So hope you enjoy a lot. This is very easy. Move to question number 3. Find the value of dy by dx at the given point on the curve. So same question, but little bit change. Almost the same question. What is the change? I will tell you after solving. Part A is y is equals to 3x square minus 4. So dy by dx means derivative. 3x square derivative is 6x and minus 4 is 0. So not necessary to write 0. Now the given point is of part A is 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 means the first value is x and the second value of is y. So just put the value of x which is given in the point, that is 1. So at x is equals to 1, 6 1s are 6. So our final answer is 6. Hope you understand. Part B. y is equals to 4 minus 2x square. So dy by dx, 4 derivative is 0, 2 to the 4x, and the given point is minus 1 2. So we have to put minus 1 because the first value is x. Minus minus plus 4 ones are 4. Answer of part B is 4. Move to part C. Y is equals to 2 plus 8 upon x, and the given point is minus 2 minus 2. So find the derivative. Y is equals to 2 plus, shift this x to numerator, 8x minus 1. So dy by dx, 2 derivative is 0 and power right first, 8 ones are minus 8, x to the power minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. And now put the first value, that is the value of x, in the answer, minus 8. X is minus 2 power minus 2 minus 8. Power minus 2 becomes power plus 2 after the denominator. Minus 2 square is plus 4, 4 to the 8. So minus 2 is the answer of part C. Hope you understand. Move to part D. Y is equals to 5x cube minus 2x square minus 3, and the point is 0 minus 3. So dy by dx, this is y. 5 3 is a 15x square minus 2 to the 4x, and of course derivative of 3 constant is 0. Now satisfy with the help of the value of x is equals to 0. 15x square, 15 0 square minus 4 into 0. 0 square is 0, 15 zeros are 0, 4 zeros are 0. Final answer is 0. So derivative of part D is 0. So 0 can come. Move to part E. Y is equals to x plus 5 upon x at the point 5 2. So y is equals to, first write x upon x, then 5 upon x. X cancel by x, remaining 1, and this x becomes the numerator. So dy by dx, derivative of 1 is 0, 5 ones are minus 5, x minus 2 minus 5 upon x, x plus 2. The value of x is given 5. So it is 5 square, 5 cancel by its square. Final answer is minus 5. This is the answer of part E. Sorry, yes, minus 1 upon 5, or you may write in terms of decimal minus 0.2. Okay, so the final answer is minus 0.2. Move to last part, F. Part F is y is equals to x minus 3 upon root x, and the point is 9 2. So y is equals to x upon root x means x half, minus 3 upon root x means x half. So y is equals to x, this is power 1, 1 minus 1 upon 2, and this is x power half becomes x power minus 1 upon 2. X 1 minus 1 upon 2 is minus 1 upon 2 minus minus plus 3 upon 2. X minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2. Therefore the derivative is dy by dx minus 1 upon 2, x minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2, plus minus plus minus 3 upon 2 into 3 upon 2 is 9 upon 4, plus 9 upon 4, and x power 2 1 are 2 minus 3 is minus 5 upon 2. Now at x is equals to, the value of x is equals to 9. So dy by dx is equals to minus 1 upon 2. This x becomes positive, plus 3 upon 4. This x becomes positive. Now satisfy with the help of the value of x9. So 2x, x means 9, 9 power 3 upon 2 plus 3 upon 4, 9 power 5 upon 2. Okay. This 9 becomes 3 square, and power is 3 upon 2 plus 3 upon 4. This 9 becomes 3 square power 5 upon 2. So I am doing remaining work over here. Minus 1 upon this square cancel by this 2. So it is 2, and 3 power 3 becomes 27. Similarly, plus 3, this 2 cancel by this 2, 3 upon 4, and 3 power 5 is 81 into 3, 243. So minus 1 upon 27 to the 56, plus 3 upon 4 into 243. 3 upon 972 minus 1 upon 56. Use scientific calculator to find that answer directly. Sorry, 27 to the 54. By using scientific calculator, find the direct answer. There is some mistake, so I will check the whole part again. X minus 3 upon root x, x upon root x minus 3 upon root x, no mistake. 1 minus 1 upon 2. Oh, yes. This is the mistake. 1 minus 1 upon 2 is plus half. This is the mistake. This is the mistake. This is the mistake. This is the mistake. I will do the whole part again. A small mistake can damage the entire question. X minus 3 upon root x, 9 upon 2, x upon x half, minus 3 upon x upon x half, minus 3 upon x half, y is equals to x 1 minus 1 upon 2, 3x power minus 1 upon 2. So y is equals to 1 minus 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 2, and I wrote minus 1 upon 2. That's why got a wrong answer. And 3 upon 3 into x minus 1 upon 2. Now the derivative dy by dx is equals to 1 upon 2x. 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. Minus minus plus 3 upon 2 x minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 3 upon 2. 1 upon 2, and this x minus 1 upon 2 becomes plus 1 upon 2, plus 3 upon 2, this minus 3 upon 2 becomes plus 3 upon 2. Now satisfy with the point 92. One upon 2, 9 means 9 to the power half, plus 3 upon 2, 9 to the power 3 upon 2. 1 upon 2, 9 to the power half, square root of 9 is 3. I am writing directly. 3 upon 2, 9 is 3 square, and 2 cancel by 2, 3 power 3 is 27. Okay. 1 upon 2 3 is a 6, 3 upon 7, 27 to the 54. Take the LCM 54, 6 9 is a 54, that is 3, 9 plus 3 is 12 upon 54. 12 upon 54 can cancel, 6 to the 12, 6 9 the 54. Now we achieve the answer in the book, that is 2 upon 9. This is the final answer, 2 upon 9. So hope you understand entire question number 3. So it happens sometime when you forgot to place negative sign, or when you put positive sign instead of negative sign. So this happen, but don't worry, try to find the mistake, and definitely after 2 to 3 times you can easily find the whole mistake. So student, this is question number 3, all parts. And this is our today's class, where we did many parts of all questions. Part A to part T, 20 parts, then then 20 parts. No, I'm sorry. Twenty parts, then 15 parts, 35. So total 41 parts. How many questions are left? Many questions, but I promise I will do each and every question, each and every part. So what you say about today's class, write in comment box. And if you think that my classes are helping you and your friends, kindly do subscribe my channel And whenever you subscribe, don't forget to press the bell icon button so that when I upload my videos, you will get the notification. Kindly share my videos, my lectures, as many as you can. Okay, students, good luck for next lecture.